Big piece, big piece, big piece.
Young James, what it is.
We're going to hit you with the 611 wild card edition. We've
Mm.
had some good wild card series.
You
Mm.
said it in the intro. Wild card, right?
Man.
Wild indeed. Wild
Oof.
indeed. Look, the first things first though, let's talk about the Guardians and the Tigers, right?
Yes.
First things first. There's no surprises there because those two teams, division rivals, they know each other, they played against each other all year long. One game left, right? I love the fact that Flaherty was out there.
Yeah.
Right. Flaherty is one of those guys to me that where as the Tigers can continue to try to go deep, he reminds me of Anibal Sanchez when Anibal Sanchez was with the Nats. Because you
Mm-hmm.
had Scherzer. We talked about this. You had Scherzer. Scherzer was going to do Scherzer. Strasburg was going to do Strasburg.
Yeah, Tiny Ball just sitting right there in the wings.
Anibal Sanchez, it was like, all right, which way are we going to go? Because if I'm the opposing team, we're supposed to win that game.
Right.
And Anibal was going in there shutting people down.
Yes, he
Like,
was.
Jay Flaherty was out there he's been giving these dudes the opportunity, and he did what he needed to do today because he went, what, 5, 6 innings today?
Yep.
And then AJ went to the bullpen, and then what
Mm-hmm.
happens? My man, Dirty Dirt Dingler, Dylan
with a
Dingler comes
hey,
in with the big
with the
Popeye.
Diggler Johnson,
That's right,
Diggler
with the
Johnson,
big fly to go put
the
him up.
big
And then
one,
they
the
have
big
that
one.
big, what was it, 5-run seventh inning?
Yep, exactly. Just out of nowhere, just it went from everything that didn't happen in the month of September for Detroit happened in what was that, the sixth or seventh inning
Yeah,
of the playoff game.
yep,
All month long, they couldn't get the big hit. They couldn't string together hits. They weren't putting up runs, and we saw Cleveland come back and actually win the division. But all that can be put to rest now.
yeah,
This is a step in the right direction. This is
yep.
who we've been all season long. With the month of September, I think every team has a bad month, and I've said this: if you're going to have a bad month,
Mm.
let it be August rather than September. There are no games to make up in September. When you're losing in September, it's worse. And August, if you're losing, you're saying I have at least 28 more games to right this ship. It didn't happen that way, but today they got it right. They're moving on. A heck of a season by Cleveland coming out of nowhere. 15 and a half games back to start the month and win a division.
That's kind of expected though with Cleveland because Cleveland's been one of those teams where they've got enough guys where they've got the experience, man. You can't count out
Yes,
Jose Ramirez, man. He's one of the
correct.
most, I think, underrated players in the league. I mean, dude's like a little mini Latino Popeye. Like that dude just hitting homers left and right, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
For
you
real.
you got to give kudos, like you said. You got to give kudos to Cleveland and what they've been able to do. I mean, year in and year out, they're always right there towards the end, and you got to give credit where credit's due. Now you got to hope that for Detroit, they take that seventh inning, they bottle it up, and take it into Seattle because they're gonna have their hands full with the Mariners up there.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Short rest, turning around, flying to the great Northwest, way up
That's right.
there. But now let's get to my favorite side. My favorite league. We may be biased. We may be biased, but naturally so. The
Mm,
NL. Oh man. 1983, 2008,
yeah.
2009.
Mm-hmm.
When we faced the Dodgers, we've somehow gone to the World Series.
Yeah.
And if you're the Phillies, you have to be thinking that. And
Yep.
if you're the Dodgers, you're saying it's time to buck that trend. I mean,
Yeah.
we had Black Friday. They got us there, but we got them twice right after that. Well,
Right.
not let me rephrase that. It wasn't right after. It was way later. But the two times we faced them after that in 08, and 09, we were able to beat them. Tell me what you
Yeah.
got on this series.
It's gonna be a good one. Number one.
Yes, it is. Shohei opening up in Philly after throwing 5 no-hit innings against last time they faced each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Both teams match up well. They match up evenly. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, look, you got Shohei starting off against Christopher Sanchez. And as we've had
Mm-hmm.
these conversations before, like these guys are electric. Like
Yes.
Christopher Sanchez has been pitching out of his mind this year. He's got to go out, he's got to do it against the Dodgers. Now, here's the thing the Dodgers are the reigning world champions, right? So if you're the Phillies, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you get the opportunity to be able to put that to the test. Now, I wasn't trying to rhyme, you know what I'm saying, if we was making records, but,
It
I
just
try to
happened
make
like
it
that.
records. It just happened like that sometime. But I will say this. I love the matchups. I love the pitching. I think pitching-wise, both teams match up.
Dodgers bullpen's been struggling lately. Phillies did the reverse. They actually got the end piece to their bullpen.
They've got the end piece to their bullpen. The key is going to be in the trenches, man. It's going to be the
Mm-hmm.
bottom of that lineup, like we've seen. Like if the Phillies' bottom of the lineup can come through and do what they did towards the middle end of September, then I could see the Phillies getting above because you got to have, at this point, your stars have got to shine. And the biggest thing to me, we've been talking about this before, in all these series, when you get to the divisional series, if you're the team that's had the time off, because all everybody talks about is, hey, the team with the time off comes out looking rusty,
Mm-hmm.
right? Matching their energy.
Energy, no doubt. Now you talked about lineups, and you said the bottom half of the lineup. Let me ask you a question, and it may be rhetorical. Do the Dodgers actually have a bottom half of their lineup?
Yeah, I don't even
There are
think
no
so.
holes. There are no holes. The way Pajes and Teoscar
Yeah,
and Babe Kike Ruth, the way they play in the playoffs, there are no holes. There is no bottom. They just
no,
continue to apply pressure. And as a fan, you have to appreciate that. As an opponent, you have to respect it because where do you go to get the outs? You have to be smart. You can't give them extra outs. They're putting up runs, and yes, normally the postseason is not a place where you expect guys to come out and just bop. But the Dodgers are scoring all their runs basically via home run. They showed
yeah,
that against Cincinnati. It was like 5 home runs and 10 runs later, and they're off in 2 games.
right,
So yes, the Phillies, they have to definitely come out and match that energy. And if you knock them off, if you beat the Dodgers, you have to say there's no one else in front of us.
right.
The Xander Bogarts at bat in the Cubs and
Mm,
Padres series. Um,
mm.
and people wonder why, why we want this ABS system. And for
Yeah,
those that don't get it, it isn't robo-ump. It is
yeah,
not robo-ump. The umpire is still going to be there, but it's going to be for that call right there. You're the road
hmm,
team in Chicago,
yeah,
down by 2 runs at that. Get to the ninth inning, leadoff batter hits a home run. You're Xander Bogarts. You're battling your butt off, and you
hmm,
take a 3-2 pitch that was a ball the entire way. It wasn't
yeah,
borderline. It was clearly a ball. That umpire is a human being.
hmm,
Okay,
yeah,
he has 50,000 crazy Chicago Cub fans right there on his neck. You think
right,
he doesn't feel that pressure? That if it's anything close, or if he deems close, the call is going to go the way of the home team.
right,
Next year, you have that ABS. Xander, he taps that. Now, he's on first base. The tying
yeah,
run is at the plate. And what happened? Hit batter, hit batter. Now you
yeah.
have bases loaded, no
No
outs,
outs.
no outs, top of nine. That changes the outcome of the game. That changes, how relaxed the pitcher is, what he's trying to
Hmm.
do. There's no margin for error. There's no balls in the dirt. And on the offensive side, you're saying this is our time. This is
Right.
we've pressed them before. We didn't get the big hit. We have replays, and we could challenge everything else. A guy came off the bat. We think he beat the play. We think he blocked the plate, but we yet to have it at the plate. And that
Hmm.
right there changes, in my opinion. I don't know if it changes the outcome of the series, but that at bat and the momentum of that inning stays with San Diego.
Like, yeah, that ABS comes in, it takes all that out of the equation. So
And as offensive player, especially, we know how it is when this dude's throwing 99, 100,
yeah,
and you battling your butt off, and you win. You
right.
win, but you lose. But
I
you
gotta
lose.
battle you
Man,
too.
man, we and, we,
Yeah.
and we, we've seen what happened when you have to battle an umpire.
Right.
You end up at third base trying to wring his neck, so. Just done.
But nonetheless, though, bro, the stars have to shine. I was
Yep.
like, PCA got to show up because he's got that energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got the energy. And
Big hit.
then Dansby. Dansby showing out with that leather, bro. Came out there doing his thing. So again, like the leaders have to lead on there. And they went out. The Cubs did their thing.
So, peace. I'm going to be covering the NL, the
Okay.
NLDS on TNT Sports. We're going to be in studio starting in Atlanta. I'm looking forward to the series, the Midwest Classic versus the East West battle. And we're going to bring it to you. Trust me. We're opinionated. We're going to let you know what it is. Pedro gonna be talking. Curtis gonna say something. I'm just gonna be the ringmaster with left call. I'm stirring it up. I mean, right? I got that big wooden paddle right here, stirring it up. So we're gonna have a
Iron
lot of
Chef.
fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and the beautiful thing about us this year is that we're actually going to be traveling for the championship series. I cannot absolutely wait to get back on the road, get in that crowd, get that energy. But in the meantime, if something happens, tune in
Yep.
611. Me and
That's
Peace, we're gonna bring
right.
it to you. We're gonna let you know. We're gonna let y'all know what it is.
That's
Because
it.
that's what we do. That is what we do. 611, J Roll, Big Peace. We'll catch y'all.